What is cracking, everybody? Today I am reviewing a game that is too expensive to own, and it's one of my favorite NES games and one that I usually frequent whenever I test, let's say, an emulator or whatnot. And that game is Bucky O'Hare for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Yeah. Now, of course, if you see something weird about this game, is because the copy that I'm holding in my hand is not an original copy, it's a reproduction cartridge. Because, like I said, this game's too expensive to own, and copies of this game can run you by as of the making of the video about several $100s. But anyways, this game was made by Konami back in 1992, and you start off as Bucky O'Hare out to save his friends who've been abducted by the evil Toad Marshall, who's been instructed by this evil computer named Complex to destroy the Aniverse, which is an alternate universe than our own. The game features 4 planets, and you can select them in any order, sort of like a Mega Man style game. It's a 2D platformer action game, and once you finish each world, you rescue one of your friends. You're able to select that particular character and use their special powers. So yes, there's a certain order that you have to take on the planets, in my opinion, in order to make the game a little easier, because this game is super hard. Now, one cool thing about this game is that it's based on comics of Bucky O'Hare, but there was also in the early 90s a cartoon that came out based on this character, which was one of those, you can call it Ninja Turtle clone cartoons, similar to Stone Protectors, to other ones, and this cartoon was a copy similar to that. Another thing that's very interesting when I read and I tried to research was that one thing is that people who developed this game later went on to work at Treasure, which is a famous company that brought very cool games, such as the one that comes off right at the top of my head is the McDonald's Adventure, Treasure Adventure for the Sega Genesis. As well, I can't remember. My God, my brain is out. It's kind of late. But as well as a very popular platformer for the Genesis. Very popular, and I can't think of the name, but if I do, I will either say it, put it in the comments below, or put it in the video. But yeah, they went on to make those type of games. The other thing is that when I was researching, I know that there is an arcade game based on this one, and it's very similar to Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, which is a beat 'em up. And that one, I played it very briefly, so maybe in the future I'll do a video based on that arcade game. But I know that it's out there. I've never seen it. Growing up, I never saw it in arcades or anything like that. It was more like when I started emulating and emulating MAME. The MAME emulator and doing arcade emulation, that I discovered that particular game. So yes, but this game is a very fun game. One of my all-time favorite games for the console. Definitely give it a shot. It's well worth it. You won't go wrong with it, and emulate it if you can't buy it, since it's expensive, or get a reproduction cartridge, but even those are coming out more expensive. Mine is not a good quality repro for this particular one, but all in all, it's a cool game. Definitely give it a shot. I strongly suggest it. You'll have fun with it. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy the gameplay footage of the game. I tried to make it as far as I could, but I ended up dying at the end. But I got past the first planet. So you guys check it out. Hope you guys enjoy the gameplay footage. This has been Eric, the one and only Bear Collector. You guys take care. Peace out. Oh, by the way, guys, one thing I did forget to mention was that I did own a copy of this one when I was a kid. I own a complete copy of it. And this is another game that I actually regret not keeping, with me throughout my whole time. But of course, unfortunately, like I mentioned, like I sold all my console games back in the days. But when I was a kid, I did enjoy playing this one. I forgot to tell my experience for when I was a kid. So it was a game that I would play a lot. One of the main times that I remember this game was during the holiday seasons. I would pop this one in and have fun playing it. But definitely I owned either I owned a complete copy or owned a copy with the instruction manual at least. But I owned it almost complete or complete, but I can't remember. But anyways, I just wanted to share that. I completely forgot to share that portion of the video. But yes, this has been Eric, the one and only Bear Collector. You guys take care. Peace out.